Just when you thought Ben Shalom couldn't embarrass himself any worse. Dear oh dear oh dear. He said he would never deny a fighter an opportunity. He said he would never allow boxing politics to get in the way of making fights. He said he's happy to work with all promoters and he wouldn't stop his boxers fighting on other networks. Well, we know he persuaded Fraser Clark to pull out of a purse bid with Fabio Wardley for the British heavyweight title, which forfeited Clark's position as mandatory challenger. He then tried to do a deal with Wardley after the fact to fight Clark on Sky. He then persuaded Richard Riakporhe to withdraw from the purse bid with Jay Opetaia, forfeiting his position as mandatory challenger for the IBF world title. He claimed that Riakporhe would be fighting another world champion instead. But then, according to Eddie Hearn, Shalom emailed Tasman Fighters, Opetaia's co-promoter, and asked whether they could still make a deal for the Opetaia-Riakporhe fight without Matchroom's involvement. He allegedly pleaded with them not to tell Matchroom anything about it. Eddie Hearn says that Tasman Fighters ignored that request, called him straight up, and told him everything. It's not the dishonesty of Ben Shalom that's shocking here, because most boxing promoters are dishonest. It's the stupidity of the moves he's making. Boxing is a spectator-driven sport. Therefore, PR is important. But so far, Ben Shalom has been a walking PR disaster. He doesn't want some of his fighters fighting on other networks. That's the long and the short of it. That's what all these pullouts are all about. And contrary to what Shalom claims, that doesn't serve the best interests of the fighters at all. It's literally the exact opposite. It serves the best interests of the network at the expense of the fighter. If a fight goes to a purse bid, that will often drive the fighter's purse higher than it would have been if they'd agreed a deal. It's in the financial interest of both fighters to go to a purse bid. But networks don't like purse bids because they like doing things on the cheap if possible, and they don't like losing fights to rival networks. So all this stuff with Ben Shalom pulling fighters out of purse bids is a sign of Sky's desperation as much as his own. It's a tragic comedy. Let me know what you guys think about it.